if I look like I've just gone through hell and fought a beast, that's because I have. Because I've got a new computer. Well, a new computer. It's the same model with a bit more improvement because my PC died. And, I've just spent a few hours, especially with the fucking WLAN shit that came out. I had to wrestle with that for half an hour. I was thinking, okay, so I'll just put all my stuff in here, and then I'm reacting to the 100. And my god, it took longer than it should have. I'm ranting because I'm frustrated. So yeah, I'll take my frustrations out on Octavia, as her plan to go to war will probably escalate and something like that. But we have a plan. We need to put Octavia out of commission, because otherwise she will take the fight to Eligius, and we don't want war breaking out. We want a happy time. We want to share with Eligius and all of that. So yeah, but hello everyone, Liam Catterson here. We're on episode 8 of season 5 of the 100. So yes, I don't think I touched about the fact that Diosa is pregnant as well in the last episode. I was touching upon everything else, but I think I forgot about Diosa, with the fact that, yeah, she's pregnant. I have a feeling that is that friggin' McCreary, I have a feeling it's his child, considering there was a bit of a hint that something happened between Diosa and McCreary. But who knows? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking this out further. We've got a plan now, and Clark has kind of lost Maddie well, she hasn't lost her completely, but she kind of has, because Clark was like saying, "Okay, be sloppy" and all of that. What's her name? I've forgotten it, because computer, Gaia. She was the one saying, "Oh, I know that Clark told you to be sloppy" and all of that, and she hulked it up basically. Once push came to shove, and now Octavia wants to strategize with her and all of that. So yay! But not out of the woods yet. We just need to have Octavia apprehended. So yeah, this is episode number 8 of season 5 of the 100. The extended reaction should be up on Patreon. I'm gonna relax and enjoy this. Probably not. This is the 100. This will put you through hell. Although it's not season 3. So yeah. Abby could die, Kane could die, everyone could die again, and then here we go again. But yeah, this is episode number 8 of season 5 of the 100. Let's go.
No. Tell me what else to do.
We stop the war.
How?
Algae.
Algae, yes.
Give me permission to show what it can do.
Yes.
She's meeting me before the afternoon meal so I can take her to
the answer to everything.
Auntie Bellamy's right. Cooper's worse than Octavia.
Well, she is. At least Octavia had a light side. I'm not so sure about Cooper.
Almost a week. By the time it's ready to eat,
the first culture. And we're not going to eat it this time. We're going to feed it to the plants.
Well done, Monty. Load the worms into the rover.
No.
Mobilize the army.
No.
War's here.
Have you ever heard of a epic character ever say, "Sit down and talk"? Bonus points for who gets the reference.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Well, that's funny coming from you.
Last chance, our hostage for yours.
I mean, he's not wrong.
May God have mercy on his soul.
She's gonna risk it.
2 radio calls, 2 problems solved. What are the odds?
Yeah, just get it done like that.
The ends don't always justify the means, and if you don't know that by now, after everything you've been through...
Shit, Kane.
Then you're just as bad as Octavia.
Well, there are similar terrains they're stepping on. Kane's even pointing that out. That was a good speech from Kane, but then again, he always has some really badass speeches.
Or wasn't certain. If she didn't have the worms, would she still fight?
If she didn't have
take out the worms,
both sides would take heavy losses.
Exactly. If all it took to save her people from that and deliver them to the promised land was surrender, Would she do it?
I would hope so. Of course, you would never see the promised land.
There'd be a more
because she would know
optimistic
it was
chance
you
if we
and
got the
brother
worms.
not
Good,
throwing
because
you
they're
in the pits.
disgusting.
Not if she thought it was Cooper. There's a fail-safe in the processing room. I saw it when I was there.
Tell me. Serial killer kept his victims' hands and feet as mementos. Other than that,
Ah!
he's a nice guy.
Is he?
What's this about, Vincent?
Oh, he's got that spike. No,
Carl
no,
looks
no.
good.
I need this to work. Abby, what aren't you telling me?
Bloody
Did
drugs,
Diosa
isn't
threaten
it?
to hurt you?
She's bullshitting. Her as in stop her supply, surely.
But
Because that's the only thing that's keeping her afloat.
We're already murderers?
That's not fair. We're talking about taking one life to save
It's not like they
hundreds.
want to do this,
Let's
but
go,
Octavia's... She is the source, isn't she?
Didn't think so.
But then again, stopping the weapon puts one crew at a disadvantage.
Her exact words were, "May God have mercy on his soul."
Fab. McCreary sounds
No,
disappointed.
Get Raven back.
Oh boy. Don't tempt into this, dickhead.
I'm listening.
I just do love how he does care about Raven.
And kiss under the bleachers.
See, damn it, Octavia.
My kid.
There we go. I was gonna say, she's talking about defense, and she's gonna reveal about pregnancy. She doesn't want this for a kid, surely.
How far along?
100 years and 5 months. Give or take.
Damn.
Abby
Long
says
pregnancy.
she's healthy.
The girl.
I know, it's the cryo.
I might use the thought of raising a child in a world like this.
There we go. It's that instinct, isn't it? That mother
You give me
instinct.
hope.
Oh.
Hope.
Name!
Octavia will have to surrender.
Something like
This is how we
this.
get to peace.
That's eating him up inside. I'm gonna say eating him up inside. This is grim. Why did Jason think... No! Oh, Lord, no. Fuck off. That is grim. That is grim. See, I'm done. Oh, he's gonna trade himself.
Tell me you didn't make a deal with a man who tortured you and hunted you like an animal.
I did.
John!
This is how we save Raven.
How?
Him.
Walk right in the front doors as prisoners.
Friends, and I find myself wanting to rip your clothes off. As soon as this fight is over, you will fall apart again.
I'm worried.
Oh, but I
Trouble in
just...
paradise.
Zip it!
Said by every addict ever.
Yep.
Screw that.
That talk
I'll
never
not help you get your next
helps,
fix.
never gives hope.
I didn't build this for a junkie.
Oh, Abby, no!
Sorry, babe.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
this is heartbreaking, seeing Abby's fall from grace, like...
Let's show them how to live.
Nice.
Will you still love me if I'm just a farmer?
No matter what.
When the
Unless-
army marches, we stay here.
Aww. Monty's got himself a great girl.
We weren't planning on using the worms.
Fuck.
We are using their eggs. Whoever wanted to make this look like an accident, they didn't know that either.
She's 10 steps ahead.
My name's Clark and Bellamy.
Fuck. Well, that went well.
Suddenly, I'm the one letting my heart roll my head.
Talk she gave
Mama
in
bears
season
don't
4's
think.
finale.
Just protect Ariel.
Aww.
Take her. Careful, Big Brother. I'll think you helped her, and we'd have enough prisoners to settle this in the arena. Oh well. I guess we'll have to settle for an execution.
Oh my god.
Keep Maddie safe. Promise me.
I promise.
Belle, oh. He was not wanting to grass her up, though.
You're the reason these people are still alive, right? Their sins are on you now.
Oh, no.
Drink herself to death.
Oh, Raven.
The answer is yes.
She's seeing Abby as a good parental figure, isn't she?
Is it
Raven
permanent?
needs to catch a
There's
bloody
still some
break.
residual, but it's a pity you haven't found the cure yet.
Ruthless.
Oh.
Like it.
You want your pills.
Oh.
Do we understand each other?
Secret safe. Damn, she's going out of her way to get McCreary down and out.
Bleeding for the life of a traitor who you love.
Mom and I used to share our rations with you.
She's not denying it as well.
Did you see the words?
She just wants Octavia
I
to
made a
be...
deal with Diosa. If one crew surrenders, we can
Bellamy!
hold
He's taking the oh my god! Oh! Oh!
Something's wrong.
I dosed the blower.
Yep, you did.
It's Monty's algae.
Oh shit! So is she gonna be in a coma? Bellamy! 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 Didn't want to do this, but...
My sister.
Say it.
Our responsibility.
Oh! Oh my god! Fucking hell, bells! Damn, my lord! Damn, that must be one of the most hardest things Bellamy's had to okay, we know he's killed people before. Well, he's been the responsibility of killing hundreds and all of that. And he's had a lot of demons on his back, but I think it's without a shadow of a doubt that what he's just done there is one of the hardest decisions he's had to do. Because he doesn't want to see his sister down this dark path, this terrifying direction. Whew. Like I said, though, that's going to hurt him. That is going to hurt him so much. Yeah, I absolutely did enjoy how intense that episode was in terms of trying to put a bit of a dent in the in one crew's advantage by trying to destroy the worms. But the bloody eggs. But at least they have Octavia out cold now, which I assume she's going to be in a coma, considering the fact that that Monty did warn Cooper about the fact not to have the first iteration of the algae thing, because that put someone in the ring in a coma. So yeah, that was interesting foreshadowing to what would come for Octavia. And it's not like Bellamy was comfortable with this. I mean, obviously she was not going to die, because that was red flags for Bellamy. And we know Bellamy enough to know that he, like, any talk, like if Clark and co, like, I think Clark was super against it as well. There was contemplation, but Bellamy, like I said, Bellamy's not having any of it, and I don't think Clark would be one to rustle his jimmies. So yeah, but it's still gonna be one of the most heartbreaking things. Like, knocking her out cold and betraying someone he loves so much, as well as the fact, I mean, it's gonna hurt him, but at the end of the day, my sister, my responsibility. I don't want her to get too more into the darkness. She needs to see the light once again. She needs to be on the right path, because if she goes along with this, if she continues going to war against Allegius, and if she uses the eggs, then she is just going to become more of a problem, especially if Shallow Valley, the only habitable place on the Earth, becomes ruined because of the worms. You can't blame him whatsoever for like knowing that this is the only resort. If the plan failed, and this might be a chance of winning, but it's eating him up inside, and you just feel that. I love the heartbreak on his face, though. Words don't need to say it, but I mean, it's really, really beautiful, the amount of detail that is put into not just Clark being taken away, because Bellamy has a really, I mean, we know with Bellark he has a soft spot for Clark, but not just that though, but when he had Octavia out cold, you could see how crushed he was in doing this, but it had to be done, because otherwise Clark would end up dead, and I don't know, like, I mean, Octavia would have to probably march one crew out, like, she could be the leader, and she'd, like, deploy the worms, all of that. So this, I don't know if this is going to be killing two birds with one stone in terms of trying to save Clark as much as best as he can, and trying to stop the eggs from deploying. But it had to be done, because not just that though. I guess three birds with one stone, because the more Octavia, I guess, is conscious, the more darker Octavia's mind is becoming, and he doesn't like seeing that whatsoever. So you can't blame him for doing what he had to do. Yeah, it was just really, really great. I loved how, I mean, ballsy stuff for Bellark to, I mean, you have to understand though, like I think we all get the idea that they are not comfortable with what they had to do with Cooper, but it was their best shot at trying to prevent more carnage from ensuing at Shallow Valley. But, of course, that plan failed and all of that. But it was still uncomfortable for them to watch at the end of the day. They had no other choice but to basically deal with Cooper and blame her for causing this outrage. So, yeah, they had to do that in order to make sure that Shallow Valley would not have any worms going around and all of that. So, yeah, but again, the plan failed, and I need to cough again. Why? But, yeah, now I'm better. Like you said, at the end of the day, you can't blame them for what they had to do. What they had to did, should I say, because this was their way to get peace. And it did backfire, but it wasn't comfortable for them to watch either. But, I mean, Octavia is a difficult subject at this point, and the worms were the biggest weapon out there. You take out the biggest weapon, you mitigate the level of damage that could be thrown at the opposite side. And of course, we want this peace. We don't want war to escalate any further. So they had to do the best thing they could do. And Cooper is, I'd say, probably a bit more dangerous than Octavia, because I don't think we've seen any ounce of level-headedness or I mean, we haven't seen some fragility from Octavia's side, because she's always been ruthless, but at least she's had a heart for Bellamy and co. Now she's absolutely ruthless. Whereas Cooper, we haven't seen that level of understanding. Like, we have not been able to relate to Cooper so much, I guess. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was really, really great to focus on that side of the story. Loved, Harper and Monty scene though as well. That was really, really beautiful, especially when Harper is willing to love Monty no matter what he is. But that's the thing, Monty, especially taking Jasper's words into heart, is in a difficult place. He doesn't want to kill anymore, and seeing how far Bellark would go to make sure this war would stop, it's just making him even more sicker when he is certain that his plan could work and all of that. But I mean, it's hard to reason with people like Octavia as well, and that forces people like Bellark to basically force their hand in trying to stop Octavia and all of that. So yeah, because he was trying to get to Cooper, which he is guaranteed that it was going to work, but yeah, like I said, Octavia would probably be hard to please anyways. So yeah. But yeah, I just had to plug in my charger there, otherwise I would lose all my data on the microphone. Which, I mean, I could still use the camera, but I like what I've done with the microphone in terms of the sound quality being a lot better. But yeah, I was going to say that I love how we've had a few meaningful chats, not just with Harper and Monty, but the Amori scene as well. I loved how she was like, oh, your survivalist instinct, the way who you used to be, it turned me on so much. But she knows the score, and she knows that that Murphy, should I say, will revert back to, the Murphy she fell in love with. Why am I screwing up? Yeah, the Murphy she fell in love with will just disappear, and she can't go through that cycle of pain anymore. So I really, really loved that. But I think the scenes I absolutely did love as well in terms of heart to heart was with Kane especially, and Diosa, especially with the fact that when he pointed out and lectured Diosa about seeking more priority in her lives than her people's lives than the lives she's ending, which I guess is par for the course. I guess if her people are dying and she's just putting more priority into fixing her own people up, like she spent a lot of time in terms of trying to cure her own people. But I absolutely do love how similar they both are. I have said that Kane and Diosa are both similar characters, and that continues to show in this episode, because Kane said, I've been in your position. And I like to think that Diosa is definitely an efficient leader. There's no doubt about that. But I like to also think that she could do with a lot of wisdom from Kane in terms of looking up to him, because Kane's been in the game a bit, like, I think, especially with the span of years, because I think they would have been in cryo sleep well, that doesn't matter really, because Diosa's it doesn't mean, oh, you're gonna have a bit of rust and all of, I don't know, I don't think so, but Kane has been there, and he might have, I don't know who might have had to do more in terms of making harsh decisions between Kane and Diosa, but Kane is giving Diosa a bit of wisdom, and I really, really like that. Same with the fact that he was talking about how beautiful the landscape was, like how beautiful the Shallow Valley would be if we had this, if we had that, and rather than a constant battlefield. And this kind of inspired Diosa, especially with her pregnancy revealed to Kane. Not just that though, but and Diosa's a fascinating character, but we got a lot more layers in terms of her character about how how she doesn't really want to do this, which you can kind of get the impression anyways, but it becomes a lot more purer now that she's pregnant, and it's that mother instinct. She does harsh decisions, sure, but she's got a mother instinct, and she doesn't want her kid to grow up in this world, which you can't really blame her for, to be fair. Same with her wanting to have McCreary offed, to be fair. Like, if he is the father of, like, the baby, and his personality, as well as the fact that a few people seem to be winging for him. So yeah. And you don't want to have your child grow up with your father being the most scummiest shit out there, because he's not really the best of characters, is he, in terms of attitude and all of that. So yeah, Diosa, like, if she doesn't want her child to grow up in a world of war and fight and all of that, she doesn't want her child to have a father who's basically a piece of shit as well. And you saw that intense stare. It was nothing sexual whatsoever. It was intense, and not in that direction. It was like they were ready to rip each other apart. So yeah. So I really, really loved that discussion with Kane and Diosa. And then the Raven scene. Oh my god, Raven needs to bloody catch a break. Like, how many times has she gone through hell, and she's going through hell once again because she sees Abby as a second mother. She lost her first mother through something similar to what Abby's going through, and now she's got to have to repeat that cycle again. And it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely devastating to see Raven in this struggle. Like, the girl deserves a break. Because this is not on. Like, I hope in season 6, probably not happening, but Raven does get a bit of a break, if she does survive, of course, because she could still die. But she deserves a bit of a break. It was heartbreaking to see Abby lash out at Raven for wanting her supplies to be stopped and all of that. But it's even more heartbreaking knowing Raven's story, and seeing how much Abby means to her, and she can't go through that again. So stop hurting Raven. But yeah, that was very juicy of an episode. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen now that Octavia's out of commission. And what we thought was going to be the ending of their ultimate weapon, yeah, that's not happening, because it was the eggs that was being taken, not the worms themselves. So, oi. But yeah, that was a great episode of The 100. I'm really enjoying this season further and further, as this conflict between Allegius and One Crew continues to escalate and all of that. And there's certain characters stuck with what to do, especially Bellark, especially Monty, who doesn't want to kill, which is understandable. It's just been a fascinating season so far, and I'm absolutely loving the direction that this show is currently going in. So yeah, but I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!